In June 2021, Congress passed a resolution for a new federal holiday, Juneteenth, a portmanteau or combination of two words, June and 19th. It marks the anniversary of the last enslaved people being freed in the United States. But its origins are a little more complicated than that. The election of Abraham Lincoln as president in 1860 proved to be a turning point for the country. Although slavery had largely been abolished in the northern states over the previous century, in the South, many believed slavery was vital to the success of the economy. Fearing Lincoln had planned to outlaw slavery altogether, 7 U.S. states voted to secede from the Union. A month after Lincoln had been inaugurated, the Union and the newly formed Confederacy were at war. This led Lincoln to deliver an ultimatum. Either the breakaway states returned to the Union, or all of their enslaved people would be declared free. But the ultimatum didn't work. Most rebel states continued to defy Lincoln. So he issued an executive order called the Emancipation Proclamation, granting freedom to all enslaved people in Confederate territory. But in Texas, there were not enough Union troops to enforce the proclamation, and news of their freedom took 2 years to reach the enslaved population. In April 1865, the bloody war finally ended with Confederate surrender. 3 months later, on June 19th, U.S. Major General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston Bay, Texas, with more than 2,000 men, to announce General Order No. 3, enforcing the Emancipation Proclamation and freeing the last of the enslaved. By December, slavery had been abolished across the United States with the passing of the 13th Amendment. Juneteenth was celebrated in Texas the following year, and by many Black communities ever since. It was finally made a national holiday by President Joe Biden in 2021. Also known as Freedom Day and Emancipation Day, Juneteenth honors the resilience of Black Americans and the historic achievement of abolition itself. Why do you think celebrating Juneteenth is important to our country?